you're not asking for too much. You're asking the wrong people. And if you've been shrinking yourself to keep people around because you're afraid of losing them, this video is for you. So grab a snack, grab a drink, kick back and relax. However, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, you already know the vibe. Like, comment, and share, and make sure you smash that subscribe button, okay? But today's video is a little different, okay? And I wanted to sit down and talk about this because I know a lot of people don't really talk about this per se, but at some point, we all start to downplay our needs and wants instead of communicating them because we're also afraid what that might reveal. And we tell ourselves that, oh, we should be going with the flow, see what a vibe is, you know what I'm saying? Chill. Maybe I'm overdoing, maybe I'm overthinking, right? But sometimes we're just trying not to lose people. And yes, I do agree with letting things naturally unfold. But when it comes to your needs and wants, there has to be communication. There has to be an equal give and take, reciprocation of a return on investment, right? You don't ask for less because your needs are unreasonable, and maybe some of you do. I don't know all of you. I don't know every situation that you're dealing with, right? But you ask for less because you're afraid of what that might reveal. You're afraid that person might walk away. And here's the thing. If they do, you dodge a bullet. You got to let God or the universe, whatever you believe in. I'm not trying to make this a religion video, okay? You got to let that take control instead of your ego trying to control, manipulate, and have everything under, oh, it should be this way, it should be that way. And then where's the love, right? And I don't think a lot of people realize that because you need to understand, like, we all been in situations where, you know, the moment you ask for reassurance, for clarity, for clarification, consistency, or the bare minimum even, that's where the energy shifts. And you're just like, what the fuck? What did I do? What happened? Am I in the wrong? And no, it's because they don't have that. They are not able to provide that. They're not able to give that. And there's no shade there. Maybe they actually don't know how to. Maybe they never learned. Maybe they grew up in that type of environment that they don't know. But it sucks. It's a shitty situation to be in. But we all been there. Rather the receiving or the giving of that, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to justify and be like condoning all this behavior. But that's where people get lost, especially with social media. They go straight to bitterness, straight to pointing fingers, straight to lack of accountability, lack of compassion. Humility, compassion, love, and grace is very much, even common sense too, is lacking. Very much so, especially in the world. And that's being so glorified and admired. And it's really conditioning a lot of people, right? But I want to mention this part right here. And I want you to remember this, okay? Healthy people don't hear your needs as pressure. They hear that as information. Bars. Write that down. I'm telling you right now. Write that down. Okay? Write that down. They hear that as information of, oh, if I care for this person, if I like them, or if I love them, and I see how they're feeling, and, you know, maybe I should show up better than that, but also, hey, maybe let me ask for more of this, or let me figure out how I could do that for you, right? There's that care, there's that love, there's that interest, there's that willingness, okay? And you know, some people will be like, oh, you call that high maintenance, high value man, high value woman, this, that, and the third. And it's like, whoa, buddy. You're saying I'm too high maintenance for wanting consistency? For the bare minimum? And that I'm inconsistent? I bet you every area of their life is so inconsistent and out of flop. But they don't talk about that. They just like to throw shade, project, and accuse, and this, that, and the third, instead of face the mirror, right? And you got to understand, like, there's going to be people that you just simply outgrow. Like a rubber band. I don't have a rubber band right now, but when you have a rubber band, this is you, and these people are holding you back. There's so much only until that rubber band just pops, and that's where the people, you know, you outgrew them. It's because you became non-negotiable. That's the bar. That's the bar, right? But I just want you to realize and reflect overall, every time you want to really reflect and overall. But when somebody leaves you, when somebody leaves your life, they serve the purpose in the moment of whatever it was that you were in mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, that it taught you a lesson, it taught you something about yourself, build character, build something of an understanding of what you want, don't want, and be able to understand things. And they serve this purpose. And you got to not turn to bitterness, to anger, to frustration. And yes, you're going to have those emotions. Feel them, go through them. But don't try to make that your whole cycle of love, cycle of relationships, and be so guarded and closed off. This is what a lot of people do. They stay in defense mode instead of openness, right? And the right people will show up. The people that leave, they serve this. It's done. It's a wrap. Finito, right? Don't get so caught up into that though. Okay. And it's not that you're broken. It's not that you're unlovable. It's not that you're hard to love. It just wasn't in alignment. Whether it was them or you or both. It doesn't matter who it is. It's just a ticking bomb ready to fucking explode. It doesn't matter if it's you. It doesn't matter if it was them. Whoever it was, there's a misalignment of frequencies that are in balance and you got it aligned. You feel me? So if this hit, if this resonated, which I know it does, and I know it will help somebody, at least I needed to hear this, and I appreciate you for watching the whole video regardless of what you got out of it. And make sure you smash that subscribe button. Stick around. We talk about things that people like to avoid or not hear, but it's what you need to hear that's going to help you be aware, be vulnerable, be real and authentic to you, and learn to navigate the way of life. And that's however, and you're doing so, right? But that's all I have for you for this video. Make sure you smash like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments then below of what you feel or what situation you've been in that took you a moment to realize this. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Happy Thursday. I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed. Peace.